Welcome to my channel, Intuitive Heroes. My name is Andy. I'm a scientist with a PhD in physics. I don't think anyone doubts how useful science has been for all of us and how it has changed our life for the better. But there are some situations, like the current pandemic, that the science is not able to protect us in a timely manner. And our economy and livelihood has been affected in a big way. Lots of people are suffering. I believe this is a perfect example of why we as human beings should be able to tap into the all-knowing universal consciousness and acquire the information that we desperately need. You see, the common belief is that if you want to tap into a higher consciousness, you need to have extrasensory perceptions, or you need to be a psychic. I'm here to tell you that this is not true. I have developed methods that allow you to tap into a higher consciousness using any digital device. That includes your own cell phone. The condition for doing so is that you raise your vibration and have a clear intention that comes from your heart and not the ego. After discovering these methods, I found out that it's really empowering me in decision making and in different aspects of life. And I was operating at an entirely different level. But I always felt that this could have a higher purpose behind it, and it could have scientific applications. Recently, life showed me one of them. Before the social distancing started, I went to a meditation session. But once I was there, it turned out to be about herbs. Something clicked for me. And I found out that I could use my methods to make herbal recipes. Next morning after my meditation, I started doing my automatic writing, which is a process that you put down your thoughts and ask questions, and you receive intuitive answers. I asked, what can I do? How can I be helpful in this situation? And I immediately received intuitive messages that were asking me to make 4 different recipes for the COVID-19. The messages were very detailed in nature. It was asking me to make an immune system recipe and 3 other recipes for fever, pain, and inflammation. This caught me by surprise because I don't have any medical background. My background is physics and engineering. But still, I was receiving these detailed medical instructions. So I got into work and I was able to use these methods and receive these recipes. I then showed them to a naturopathic doctor, and he told me that they're making sense to him. And finally, I had this intuitive call to release them to the world. In the next video, I will share one of these recipes, and I have invited the naturopathic doctor to analyze the recipe on a scientific basis. And let me clarify, I'm not here to sell you a product. And this recipe is not a prescription, obviously, because I'm not a doctor. You need to consult your doctor for this. So let me clarify why I'm doing all of these. You see, the story of my life has been always to do the right thing. I always liked engineering and science, but when it came to picking a major in college, I used the one that gives you more opportunities for jobs. And when I picked a PhD research topic, I focused on which topic will give me more better jobs or high-paying jobs. You see, the passion always took the back seat. And finally, I got a well-paying job. And I did it for a few years. And after that, I was like, now what? How long am I supposed to do a job that I'm not passionate about? You see, I always had this inner calling that my passion and talent is somewhere else. But I never had the courage to take actions. This was a year ago, and in that period of time, when I went to a party or social events, I met a lot of intuitives randomly, and they would show up and talk to me. And this really caught my attention. We have this all-knowing entity inside us with so much power that we just need to tap into. So I started trying to tap into it, but I had a lot of questions. I wanted to, know the reasons behind the reason. I had follow-up questions. I kind of wanted to, treat it as an engineering subject and control it. And organically, I could not get answers from my own intuition. So using my own curiosity and by experimentation, over time, I developed these methods. And I felt really empowered because I had access to great wisdom all the time. And because I was using my own cell phone, I used it extensively for most of my decisions. And I felt that in this process, my own intuition was growing. Something I found very interesting about these methods was that I now had more courage to take actions because I had more confidence in my decisions. I knew that the wisdom that is helping me with them knows me better than myself, knows my abilities, and knows my life purpose and what kind of decision will support that. So I took actions, I made decisions, took actions, and this loop created a momentum for me, and I feel that it accelerated my journey on my path toward the life purpose. After using these methods for 6 months, I received these intuitive messages that guided me to start this channel and share the methods with the world. And now I'm passionate about doing this. If the story of my life resonates with you, then this is your channel. I want you to be empowered by the same intuitive methods, by your own intuition, and create a different reality where you enjoy doing what you do the best and what you came here for. I think that the future belongs not to the wealthiest people and not to the most knowledgeable, but to people who open their heart and use their intuition and mind in harmony. I know this sounds like a bold statement, but I'm going to prove that in this channel.